Hey everybody, welcome back to the 10th floor. It's me, just me, Matt, and you, the chat. And we're here talking about the 2022 Daytime Emmys. And I know things are a little bit different. I know the little things are a bit wild. Look how disorganized I am when I don't have mom here. Look at that. The frame is all off. I don't have my pictures up. I don't got nothing going on correctly. What's wrong with me? I don't know. You tell me in the chat. You tell me in the comments. You tell me if me just flying by the seat of my pants here all by myself, riding up the elevator on the 10th floor, was the right idea or not? Oh my God, I'm intimidated, but I'm excited to be here anyway. If you missed it earlier this week on Wednesday, Ma and I were both here to talk about General Hospital up to midweek. We talked a lot about Sunny. Hey Daisy. We talked a lot about Sunny. We talked about a lot about Nina. We talked about their sexy dance at the Savoy. What else did we talk about? We talked about all kinds of nonsense. Hey Jacarius. We talked about Harmony's death and how sad that was for us, in a way, but also like perfectly reasonable and exactly necessary for what was going on. That was fun. That was fun. Hey Stephanie, thank you very much for making it here. Susan, Kelly, all these people joining just me here. I said on Twitter earlier today that you guys were going to be the star of this week because, as you can see, is just me. So I'm really going to rely on the chat to be my co-hosts this week as we talked about, well, my focus this week was going to be the Daytime Emmys. Oh, Jacarius, have you not seen this week? But yeah, Harmony totally kicked the bucket midweek. Uh, why mention that horror scene? Which horror scene are you talking about, Daisy? I'm so sorry for mentioning horror scenes. Are you talking about Sunny and Nina dancing together at the Savoy? Because that was kind of horrific. It really was. Okay, good. I'm glad that you guys are all caught up because, as I'm sitting here, I realize that I haven't watched Friday yet. So, I don't know what happened. I don't know. Something about Carly knowing the truth but deciding to not tell Willow yet. Yes, you were big to dance. I love it, Daisy. Absolutely right. Yes, Mama does have the day off, Kelly, because of Mother's Day. She is off this weekend running around with my daddy. She's been married to the same man I can't say her entire life, but ever since after high school they got hitched. High school sweetheart, still together to this day, and my dad took my mama out for a wonderful Mother's Day weekend to celebrate just all of the joys and amazing things that she's brought to our lives. I mean, I can only speak for the last 36 years, but between her three kids, the fourth that she decided to take under her wing, the three grandkids that she has, and the two from that fourth kid that she took underneath her wing, she is still living those motherly duties every single day of her life, and followed that passion, followed that heart, followed that love for people younger than her, when she retired from her main career and then transitioned over to being a high school lunch lady. So, the youth has always been an important person to my mom, and so she's just kind of been a mom to all, and hopefully you feel some of that love from her each and every week when we have a chance to talk to you guys. So yes, thank you very much everybody for the the Mother's Day wishes. Ma's definitely going to be watching this stuff back. So if there's anything that you want to say to her, just leave it in the chat and I'll try to read it out loud. And of course, leave it as a comment too, because then she'll be able to see that after the fact. So like, subscribe, comment to the video, wish my mom a happy Mother's Day. Hey, peace. Yeah. Well, we're gonna go over the Emmy nominations here. Just specifically the General Hospital nominations because this is the 10th floor, right? I don't watch the other shows. I don't know what these other people have brought, so it would be kind of unfair for me to be like, oh man, I really think that so and so deserves to win on General Hospital when I haven't even seen what's been going on in Days of Our Lives or Bold and Beautiful or anything like that. So I don't know what these other actors have brought to the set. I don't know what they have brought to their shows, and so I'm not even gonna try to analyze and compare General Hospital to anybody else because that wouldn't just be right. So I mean, clearly, we can get started with the easy one. We got Robert Gossett is nominated for best guest actor for Marshall Ashford. He's the only person from General Hospital nominated in that category. So hey, you got my vote, Mr. Ashford. 100% hoping that GH is able to take that. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Happy Mother's Day to Kat. All moms in the chat, too. Love your mom, says Kelly. Thank you guys so much. Happy Mother's Day, says Daisy. Happy Mother's Day from Kelly. Happy Mother's Day from Sandy. Look at this. Just the chat is totally full. And thank you very much for spending some of your Mother's Day sitting here with me trying to ramble on all by myself about General Hospital this week. So awesome. Thank you. And thank you so much for being here. But let's get down to business, guys. Let's talk about it. Do you think that, or what, not even say, what do you think? Of course we think that General Hospital deserves to win all of the Emmys this year. I guess the question is, what were your favorite moments from Marshall this in last 2021? Now a very small section of Marshall should be eligible, so I'm not even sure what happened in 2021. I don't even know what month the guy showed up in, but I don't dislike him. I really think that Robert Gossett has a great charm that he likes to bring to Marshall Ashford. I think that is a way to. I think his stuff with Epiphany is really, really, really good and engaging. I really enjoyed them together, and I like his tone. I like his cadence. I like his rhythm and how he speaks. The fact that Marshall is a musician makes perfect sense for what we're getting from the guy. So I'm happy. I'm happy. Hi, Kat. Oh, look at that. Mom's in the chat. Oh my gosh. Good. I'm not all alone after all. All right. Hey, y'all. Thank you, son. Hi, Kat. Kat. Marshall scenes with Epiphany are great. Don't like Hat Daddy, but that actor did an amazing job. And that's something that I think is very important to recognize. You know, these people, the actors bring what they bring to the role, but the words that are in their mouth aren't the actors. The actors don't decide what these people say. They don't decide what these people go through, but they can decide how it impacts them. They can decide how to present it out there. They can decide what little pieces of information they have from the past or anything that they might want to be pushing inside. They're able to push that out there. So they're totally responsible for that performance, for the tears, for the emotionality, for the screams, the happiness, the pain, the triumph, all of that. So even if you don't like what the character is up to, being able to recognize what the actor does is key. So awesome. Sandy says Marshall needs a good meaty storyline. I think that, I think we're in the midst of something that could potentially still be very meaty. The last we heard when it came to Marshall, he was not in witness protection. He was in jail for a protest, and he was suffering from some sort of mental illness, which he was trying to keep away and hide from his family. To me, that doesn't measure up to I'm going to pretend to be dead for 50 years. So I really think there's still a lot more to this story, a lot more ties and connections to the mob life and organized crime, simply from Marshall's reactions to Sonny, not even knowing Sonny, but knowing the type, the life, don't even let Ms. Wu do her casino, because that's just step one of many to recruit you. So there's still a lot more to Marshall's life that we don't know about, and a lot more that he was trying to keep away from his kids than we understand. Epiphany needs a love interest that will stay. Hey, Marshall didn't stay gone very long, did he? He came back, right? Didn't he? He came back already? If he didn't, he will be soon. I must have dreamt it if he didn't. So Marshall ain't going very far. It'll be okay. Now, it does suck that he just skipped town, though. I don't know if he ever talked to Epiphany about that and about the band that they were trying to put together and whatever future there might be for that. So, I don't know. Let's see. Hi, Kat. Marshall needs a good meaty storyline. I think this year might be his year. Whose year? Well, I hope so. Marshall's year. Yes, Marshall's year. I'm all for it. Daisy, I'm a huge Ted King fan, but was overall disappointed with what he brought to Bold and Beautiful this year. So Ted King, I am familiar with. He was Alcazar, right? Was he Lorenzo Alcazar on General Hospital? So there's a tie there to this show. And I think he was also on Charmed with Finola Hughes. So hey, there's that. Let me know if I'm wrong though about that actor. Let's see here. He deserves one. He deserves one for all this time he's been entertaining us. We'll be disappointed in Ted King. Hey, you know, you guys are having your own conversation out there. I like it. Epiphany is so awesome. Give her a dude or whatever puts her on our screen. Yes, mama, that is right. Give her a dude, give her a kid, give her a sister and Phyllis, give her whatever. But let's see a lot more Epiphany. And then maybe in 2023, we can see some, some Sonia Eddy nominations at the Daytime Emmys. I think we'd all love to see that. Yes, he was Alcazar. Excellent. I'm so correct. I love being right. And Ted King is now over on Bold and the Beautiful. Yeah. So yeah, he was on Charmed. So that was cool. He was in the first season of Charmed, and then he left that show to go to Time Cop for a season, which was not the right move. And well, now he's made his stay here in soaps. So congratulations on doing it. You know, stay relevant, Ted King. I'm with it. Well, so Marshall Ashford, 100% Robert Gossett for the guest category in the 2022 Daytime Emmys this year. I find this to be so much more difficult without my mom. Wow, I need to make sure that I really appreciate her every single year for the rest of time. Like every day, not just Mother's Day, but every day, to help appreciate the amazing awesomeness that she's brought to just the organization and consistency of my life. Let's see here. Daytime Outstanding Drama Series. General Hospital, right? 100% General Hospital. We want that one to win. And if we don't, hey, congratulations to whoever does. But I do want to say Days of Our Lives. Smart, David. Days of Our Lives. Smart Days of Our Lives, because you've doubled your chances with this Beyond Salem thing. Nominated Beyond Salem for Best Drama Series at the Daytime Emmys this year, and this was a online exclusive release. So, shattering all expectations with this nomination, in my opinion, and really anchors the importance and the and how well received this project was to be nominated for Outstanding Drama Series in the Daytime Emmy. So, what kick butt. Congratulations on that. Days of Our Lives has doubled their chances. Doubled their chances, people, at winning the Outstanding Daytime Drama this year. So I really hope that the other shows take notice, and I really hope that Frank Valentini, I know you're watching. I hope that you take my recommendation. You tell him, hey, 10 minutes on YouTube of underutilized characters. Let's have a day in the life of Phyllis. Let's see what Felix is up to, all right? Let's see Terry and Chet on a date, all right? That's what I want to see. Mama, you are cool like that. She said, I'm cool like that. I'm hoping they'll give Robert Gossett a meaty storyline sooner rather than later. Maybe when he comes back, if he comes back. Cool. And Daisy says that Robert Gossett is now on contract with GH, and now if that's the case, then they definitely have something in mind. It may take a little time to get there, like TJ, because Taj Bella was put on the contract a few months ago, but it wasn't until just now. It seems like they might be handing him a little thing or two. But I did like that stuff from TJ this week, though. You know, the first time losing a patient, and then the conversation that he had with Britt as well about that. I thought that was really good. I really thought that Britt was really there for TJ and gave him a lot of really awesome advice. And I honestly do enjoy what they're doing when it comes to the Britt kind of just working all the time rather than focusing on trying to like go on dates or have friends or anything like that. Like if somebody else at the hospital has something going on, she's like, yeah, get the heck out of here. I'll just cover you. She sent 2 people home that episode because they had, they lost harmony and weren't feeling good about it and needed a manicure or just a phone call with Molly. So yeah. So I'm all for it. I like TJ and Brent. I think that they could be friends. And when it comes down to it, y'all want to see each other bone all the time. So, hey, sorry, Molly. I guess maybe that's a route we can go on. Tolly is way better than Spring. T-Cherie, wow, hey, you like Tolly. That's great. You and I actually like something together this time around. I love it. Ma says, GH get a clue they need a spinoff. And yeah, I think an online exclusive spinoff. They've got the platform already. Just stick it on Hulu. Anna this week had no problem just doing like Hulu commercials with Robert. So, hey, let's just do a few minutes on Hulu every day, maybe a couple of times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, something like that. And I think the little 10-minute mini webisodes, I think that's just the perfect cheap way to get it done too, just double it up when they're on set. take a little time, shoot a couple of extra scenes, and when you do like Chet and Terry on a date at the Savoy, you only need to use one set, throw a couple of extras on there that are actually just producers, and then have Nika there, give her a couple of lines, just like I don't even really know what to liken it to without calling it like wrestling WWF superstars on Saturday morning, but hey, whatever. Sandy thinks that Spinelli was Brit's online date this week. That's probably true. I like TJ and Molly, says Jacarius. Woo, Beyond Salem was good. See, I'm gonna have to check Beyond Salem because honestly, you guys, this Days of Our Lives stuff, it sounds really fascinating and interesting to me, and I don't know. I just need to invest the time, I guess. The second installment of Beyond Salem is going to be out on July 11th, says Kelly. And we all know that Steve Burton has joined the cast of that this year. So yeah, Steve Burton, General Hospital famous for playing Jason Morgan. He's joined Beyond Salem. It's going to be on Peacock, and he's going to be playing this character that he originated, I guess, a million years ago in the late 80s or something like that when he was a kid, before he went over to General Hospital to play Jason. So hey, good job, Steve Burton. Sorry things are rough in your personal life. That's been very public. But hey, hopefully you're able to hold everything together. You have a good time, and you're able to just do well. Hooray. Ma, what do you think? Has anybody seen Studio City, asks Peace. Yes, actually the first season of Studio City, Ma and I watched and we reviewed on podcast. So if you go onto Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all that, you can check them out. So yeah, we covered the first season of Studio City, and we'll have to talk and see if we're going to be able to cram season 2 in to be able to talk about it then. Steve was on Days in 1988 as Harrison Michaels. Thank you very much, Kelly. Yeah. So Harrison Michaels. I don't really know anything about the families of Days of Our Lives, so I don't know if the Michaels family is prominent or if this is just some random way to just include Steve Burton playing some sort of old character. So, hey, I'm all for it, though. I never wished any ill will on Steve Burton. I was just like, yeah, you got let go from GH because you didn't play by the rules. It was really that simple. Harry Michaels. House of Cassadine, perfect. Yeah, so House of Cassadine, I think who suggested that? Somebody else in the chat suggested that as well. And the Ma says House of Cassadine, perfect. Yeah, it's kind of Game of Thronesy, or it's like the House of Targaryen, that kind of stuff. But yeah, the House of Cassadine. So what would this spinoff be? The House of Cassadine would just be Adventures on Spoon Island? Would it be What the Help is Up to, kind of like Downton Abbey style? Oh gosh, that'd be funny. Oh my gosh. Jacarius says, Violet is such a cute kid. Violet is a cute kid. Violet was on this week playing with lightsabers and just making sure that just the cutesy is there to be able to make Chase and Brooklyn just remember what it's like to be hanging out with a kid together, so that Kindle remains lit inside their hearts for when they eventually, finally make it together as boyfriend and girlfriend. And maybe eventually husband and wife. We'll see. Brooklyn Quartermain Chase. I don't know. I'm with it. Brooklyn Quartermain Chase. Let's see. Technically, this is an Emmys show, so let me pick another category here. I picked the wrong website. Here we go. Outstanding lead performance for daytime series for an actor. No GH nominations. What the heck? No GH nominations for lead actor this year. Did Marie... I can only assume that it's because nobody submitted. But also at the same time, I would find it very surprising if Maurice Bernard did not submit his Mike stuff this year, because 2021 was Nixon Falls. There was a lot of cool stuff. Like, okay, all right. Maybe a little hyperbole there when it says, cool stuff, but good stuff. I liked it a lot. I really enjoyed it, and I liked watching Maurice Bernard play something that wasn't Sunny. You can tell how much of a good time he was having doing that, so I had a lot of support for that. I enjoyed it. I liked Nixon Falls. Did Ingo knock my socks off? No. Did Maurice knock my socks off? To a degree. Like, his ghostly stuff with Mike was great. The hugely different takes on Mike versus Sonny were so obvious and so good. It wasn't like some poor actor was out there going, now I'm saying my lines like this. Like, there was Mike and there was Sonny. They were very distinctive. And I believe last year also was when he got his memories back as well. And come on, you guys, when he ripped, I know I'm in the minority with that, Daisy. Now when he ripped the mask off and he goes, you know exactly who I am, like Nina, like, oh my God, scary stuff. And like Sonny was obviously back. Well, the memories and the personality was finally back. So I don't understand. I'm going to call this, if he did not submit, then it's not a snub. But if he did submit, I'm going to say this is a huge Emmy snub. If Maurice Bernard didn't even get a nomination over all these people. Now, like I said at the top of this thing, I don't watch these other shows, so I can't say Peter Bergman did terrible. I can't say Eric Martstoff doesn't deserve this. So it's hard for me to say why no GH when I don't know what these other people have done, but it does surprise me that somebody from GH wasn't included. But also, who we call lead actors on GH? We had Maurice. Is it just contracted people? Is that what we would call? If you're contracted, you're lead. If you're not contracted, you're supporting. Is that why Valentine gets supporting actor nominations? Is that how that works? I guess. So when it comes down to it, you had a number of contracted people that are men on there that I thought did a pretty good job this year. So I don't know. It blows my mind. No GH actors, so unfair. We're in the minority. I'm in the minority of Nixon Falls. Ma had plenty of opinions on Nina and Nixon Falls. Thank you, Miss Cat. Love you, GH Theories. Oh, you guys are just so nice to each other in the chat. I love Nixon Falls, and Maurice said he loved it also, and you could tell. And when we went to the GH convention, we had a chance to just have the most microscopic of minor conversations with Maurice when he was signing our autographs, and he had a great time. And you can tell how much thought and passion that he has for the performance of being an actor. So yeah, he had a great time. It was obvious. It was so clear how much fun he had with that. And the fact that they keep going back to it, and the cowboy hat, and he does these emojis on Twitter with the cowboy hat, and he's obviously having just a ton of fun on the set of GH, and I can't not support that. That's great. We needed Nixon Falls to understand why Harmony was justified in keeping Willow from Nina. Nina loves with Heather Weber obsessions, says Lovelessa. Yes, that is something that I recently pointed out to on Twitter as well. You think what you want about Harmony and how she may or may not deserve or doesn't deserve or does deserve any sort of relationship with Willow, or if her own love was supremely toxic. But even if you're not bringing something good to somebody else's life, that doesn't mean you can't recognize when somebody else isn't going to bring something good to somebody's life. So yeah, Harmony, I think that was a great final observation. Listen, you can't tell Nina and Willow about this because, Nina's going to push Willow unhealthily. And I don't want that for my fake daughter. I'm all for it. All right, Peace, you're going to give us here the skinny on what category. I think the actor has the choice on which category they decide. A contract actor may choose to enter a supporting category if they think it gives them a better chance of winning. Hey, you know what? Probably. It's a very friend-based business out there in Hollywood. So, I mean, you set up to do whatever you can to win the best. I don't know. Maybe it has to do with number. I don't know. Daisy had unfollow Maurice. He's just doing his thing. Whatever. It's just Twitter. You don't have to follow the actor to enjoy the story. You don't have to like the actor to enjoy the character. I think we all learned that with Christian Bale screaming at people setting up lights. Yeah, go back to that. If you don't know about it, it's pretty funny. But you don't have to be, a likable person in order to have a good acting career. So whatever. I like Maurice. Besides, I enjoy his passion for mental health advocation. I think that's great. State of Mind is really popular and a great way to really dive deep into the inner workings of actors on your favorite soaps. And not even exclusively to GH, he's really reached out there and gotten a number of people on. Maurice loves Nixon Falls and Mike, but I'm ready for old Sonny without Nina. You're going to have to wait a little while, I think. I think Nina's going to be sticking around Sonny for quite some time, especially now that after The most recent robbery attempt. Poor Phyllis and her bars constantly being attacked at gunpoint as people are looking for the cash. But after all of that, she picked up the gun and she pointed at the person and she was looking all tough and badass. And then there was another conversation too where something where she was all like, listen, you kept Carly away from all of this stuff, but you don't have to do that with me. You can tell me anything and everything about what's going on with your business. I think she's going to maybe try to like become even more of a mob wife than Carly was, because she was just a wife of someone who was in the mob. I don't think she was necessarily a mob wife until Sonny was in Nixon Falls. So, hey. Jacaria says, y'all aren't going to make me like the unnecessary ship. That's fine. You don't got to like nothing. You don't got to like it. You just got to watch it. That's all. You watch it. Let them get that rating in there. Make sure that the audience is large enough for the people who do enjoy it to continue to watch it. But hey, like we said, Jacarius earlier today, Tally all the way. So at least they're able to hit it sometimes. I like Maurice, but his pushing Sonny and Nina became annoying. I think he was just trolling you guys mostly. It's just my theory. I think he was just sitting there on Twitter having a good time with the people who were the loudest about something that he was enjoy doing. I think he was just picking on you. Honestly, that's all I think it was. Nina and Sonny seems to make my eyes bleed, says Sandy. That's funny. You're a funny person. Kat Harney thought her secret was safe. Nope, even the PCPD found out. Yeah. I like how Dante was like kind of pushing Carly to be the one to talk to Willow about that, though. I thought that was good. I did that because Carly was sitting there all hurt and stuff, and Dante was like, "No, we're gonna do this all police-like. I'm just gonna be like, we found out that, and then she attacked her, and it's because of something she was, and then she was a patient of Neil Burton." And I really like that Dante got the explanation there. I thought that it was appropriate. I thought it was good. I thought he handled it well. So kick butt Dante. Being able to deliver this peaceful, horrible information, but in like a good way. Carly was a mob wife. She was married to Alcazar and Sonny. Okay. Happy Mother's Day, Kat, says Dara. Carly will get respect from the other mobs that Nina won't be able to get. All right. Hey, maybe. I hope Willow and Britt bond. Oh, I hope Britt has all kinds of friends. I want Britt to become one of the central characters on the show. All right, folks. Outstanding performance in a drama series. Actress. We got Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn is nominated. Dr. Britt Westbourne, supporting actress. Alexis versus Britt. I gotta give it to Alexis. I do. I gotta give it to Alexis. No shame and no hate against Kelly the Bard Thibault. But I really think that the advocate, all of that stuff, that advocate, the fighter, the protector, whatever the third one was, I think that stuff was so flippin' great. Nancy Lee Grahns, what was the 25th anniversary special where she had that session with Kevin, and she really attacked like what happened to her mom and how she was feeling about that, and how that was kind of the source of her being drawn to difficult and deadly men. I really enjoyed that entire episode, and I really think that she knocked it out of the park. I absolutely loved that and everything that Nancy Lee Grahn brought to those moments. And at the convention, I was able to say, hey, thank you for doing that for us. I didn't even have a question for her. I just said I wanted to thank you for allowing us to see that. So that was really good and really well done by GH all the way around, which would support, best series Emmy. Hey. It's totally cool with that. Her breakdown when she was, drunk and shooting Franco in the neck with the syringe, all of that was really good. Her stuff in prison was good, but that might have been 2020. No, that wasn't this year. She was out of jail by this year. So yeah, her stuff in jail was good. I think that it was an excellent, amazing year for Alexis. Therefore, a great year for Nancy Lee Grahn. They gave her a lot of really good stuff to do. Britt, wonderful. Kelly Thibault, I really enjoy her on the show. I really enjoy her scenes. It's not that she didn't. It's that she absolutely deserves the nomination. I just think that the win is going to go to Nancy. But 100%, 100,000 million percent, Kelly deserves to have been nominated. She brought a lot of really good stuff last year. It was just very Jason heavy, but she was able to show a lot more of the softer and nicer and good and caring side of Brit that we really haven't had a whole lot of access to in the past because of her attitudes that she had towards people. So, might be a little tired of the the inertia of this Jason love and how it's still kind of feeding into what's going on with Brit now. But last year, very good stuff. Very, very, very good stuff. How did Harmony not hurt Alexis more? What happened to her osteoporosis? I expected at least a sprain. She's been taking her pills and just taking really good care of herself and making sure that osteoporosis didn't really do too much. Kelly might win based on her scene with Brando and Sasha. Now that was good. Okay, was that last year? That was last year because it was Christmas, right? So it definitely was. So Ma, she goes with Kelly the Bull. See, this is why the 10th floor is great. We don't always agree with each other, even though we're super nice about it. Is my win based on her scene with Brando and Sasha, where she was able to deliver that terrible news, and it was just, yeah. She was really able to handle the delicacy of all of that, and the show exactly what kind of Dr. Britt Westbourne really is on the inside. And we saw a little bit of that too with her conversation with TJ when she kind of touched upon that moment again this year, or last year, this week. But yeah, I mean, that's good, Ma. That's absolutely good. Carly is the only mob wife that is involved with the mob business. Is she even involved? I don't know. See, I'm not the expert on the show. I don't know what she did before I started watching. All I know is that it was a big deal. She went to the 5 family meetings. It was like, oh my God, you're taking over. You can't take over. And that's all I know. Cat, those scenes made me cry, yes. I loved Britt and Jason on the run. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. And I really think that people are underestimating the power of those, that pairing, the power of the scenes together, because everyone was too busy complaining that Britt wasn't Sam during the whole sequence, that they weren't paying attention to what was happening between those two characters, which justifies what Britt is going through right now. So, I think it all makes sense. People keep on saying it was a one-night stand. It clearly wasn't. They were on the run together for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. They just slept together once. That doesn't make it a one-night stand. A one-night stand is Valentine in Brooklyn. All right, that's what that is. So, we've talked about it on the podcast before. Britt is mourning what wasn't, not what was. And now she'll find some love with Spinelli, so we're all good. Okay. Yeah, she knows all the mob business. But Sonny was always like, but I'm not telling you nothing. It's just business, baby. You don't have to get away about it. So, I mean, I'm not trying to tell you guys are wrong, because clearly, you're all unified in the chat. But, I don't know. Just didn't seem very mob wifey to me. That's all. Whatever. Let's see. I adore Britt now. Hated her before. I think that's the point. They really redeemed and brought over Obrecht and Britt over to the other side of these stories, and they're people that you want to support now rather than see fail. To be honest, I just don't care for the Britt character. Well, Jacarius, maybe something will come up that'll make you care. She's got a lot of history, a lot of ties to the canvas out there, so maybe something will come around. Let's see. Britt is mourning what could have been. Exactly, Kelly. Exactly. And I'm not really familiar with a lot of Britt's relationships in the past. I mean, she hung out with Nicholas, I guess, but that didn't work out. And come on. She seems to have walked away with a better connection to Spencer than she did with Nicholas after the fact. And beyond that, I don't know who else she's been with. So I don't know what sort of track record we're dealing with and how this potential for Jason could have been very different from what she had in the past and how that could have been very hopeful for her. So that's hard for me to exactly contribute to, but maybe you can tell me what Britt was up to before Jason. Valentine obviously forgives Brooklyn. Sexy time is coming down the long road. Well, maybe. And it's good that Valentine already does. Snow White is having a terrible week, says Ma. And yes, Snow White. Oh. My mom tried to kill you. Oh my. Like, she just needs to go to sleep for a little while. Maybe Prince Charming can come kiss her. She was with Patrick Drake. Oh, wow. Britt was on the show for a long time. My favorite impressions are Victor and the Kentucky Lawyer. Oh, well, thank you very much, Dara. I would love to be able to do one of those, but neither one of those actors were nominated this year. Hey, you guys though, speaking of Kentucky lawyers, um, I did see on Twitter a picture of Lucy and Martin in bed together, and Martin Gray happened to be wearing one of Lucy's high heel shoes underneath the covers. And it just made me go, God, what an American treasure Michael E. Knight is. Because I can tell you, without a doubt, even though I've never met any of these people in my life or spent a day on set while they were filming with it, nor even have a true understanding of how it all comes together, I can tell you with complete certainty that Michael E. Knight was like, Lynn, give me one of your shoes. I'm sticking it on my foot. And just so good. just so good. Oh man, what a random thing to remember. Midway through this thing. Willow is too boring. Willow needs a mental break, is what she needs. Like she's had such a traumatic couple of years in Port Charles, and she's still trying to be like the good one, that she just needs to throw all that away and be like, what is my life? I can't have kids. My fake mom gave me to Shiloh. My real mom is a terrible person that I've never gotten along with. I'm married to a tube of toothpaste. Like yeah, like she yeah. I hope it's coming. I think it's coming. I think it's coming. I will always despise Brit for what she did. She stole a baby to stay. Okay, so Daisy says Brit fell hard for Nicholas. She stole a baby to stay with him. Was it with fake Spencer? Oh my gosh. What about the baby stuff in General Hospital? Lucy and Martin are so funny. Oh, to be honest, I'll always despise Brit for what she did. Jacarius, do you mean stealing the baby? It's Michael E. Knight's birthday, or maybe it was yesterday. Happy birthday, Michael E. Knight. Willow's week. TikTok. Oh no, oh no, oh no. No. I don't do TikTok. I don't know the song. Willow just needs to go to France. Maybe that's what it is, Peace. She's been waiting to go to France for a long time, and there's just been obstacle after obstacle after obstacle in the way. Willow needs a backbone first. She has one every once in a while. She's grown one with Nina, and that's a lot of fun to watch. No, don't make Willow Nell. Why not? Okay, when I say break, I don't mean like crazy break. I just mean like enough is enough. Like that movie with Jennifer Lopez, Enough, where she was just like, all right. Enough trauma and tragedy and turmoil has happened between me and my ex and my baby and all of this kind of stuff, and enough is enough. I'm just gonna pop somebody in the nose. It was Rocco. She stole Rocco. She stole Lulu's baby. Oh my God. No wonder she's best friends with Brad. They just baby napping together. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, I guess that's something hard to forgive somebody for. And people do constantly bring up the whole Nina cut Avery out of Ava's belly stuff, and so there are some hard things that it is difficult for the audience to stop thinking about. You're right. You're absolutely correct. So, sorry. Britt carried Rocco and then birthed him as her own for Lulu and Dante's embryos. Okay, all right. So it's not like it's not like she snuck into somebody's room and took a baby. She just had a baby and said it's mine. Okay, all right. Stole Lulu's embryo and carried Rocco. Rocco, I like Willow. Okay, yeah. Wow. Well, she certainly has turned a new leaf, hasn't she? She stole Ben, Rocco. Wow. Okay, yeah. She's I got to think a lot more about Brit now, because like I said, this most recent Brit run is my Brit run. I don't really know much of anything about her before. There's a lot of gaps in my General Hospital knowledge, and wow. Okay, well, Brit has a lot to make up for still. No wonder they called her the Britch. No wonder. Let's see here. Outstanding performance in a drama series. Actress. Britt Westburn. Oh, we did this one. Outstanding supporting performance in a drama series. Actor. Brighton James on Young and the Restless. I know him from Family Matters. Jeff Kober as Cyrus. Hey. James Patrick Stewart as Valentine, and Jordi Veloso as Ray Rosales, and then Aaron D. Spears as Justin Barber. Okay, so of these five nominees, I am only unfamiliar with Aaron D. Spears as Justin Barber on The Bold and the Beautiful. So Brighton James, hey, I think didn't your wife, like your character's wife, die last year or something? Like that was heavy, so maybe there's something good there. Jeff Kober, Cyrus No. You know me, I love myself some. I love myself some Cyrus No, very much so. 2021, I believe, was the end of his road. I believe that was the whole hair in the face, Laura in the room, gun on Trina. What are we gonna do? Complete flame out end of his story situation, I believe, was 2021, and that was some really, really good stuff. Now, you guys are very much on two sides of this. Jeff Kober, please. Jeff Kober deserves it. Jeff Kober's ponytail for the win. Kober, and then we got JPS. So yeah, you guys are very split down the middle on this, and I love to see that. James Patrick Stewart, of course, he's a huge fan favorite. Everybody loves him. He's great. He's wonderful. He's engaging. That is wonderful. That is amazing. That is awesome. And I definitely don't want to take anything away from that. Consistency is key. Consistency is amazing. Consistency keeps your job. Consistency makes it so people tune in and go, yes, Valentine. Yes, Valentine. Yes, Valentine. But did he have the most? Did he bring the best? Did he create some of the most memorable moments of 2021? Can't necessarily say that he did. Consistency is great. Enjoyment is great. But it was not wounded little boy Cyrus Renaud Jeff Kober. It's just what it is. Okay, so Bretton James's character's wife died in 2020. So I don't know what Bretton James's let's see if the character's name is on here. Young and the Restless, Devin Hamilton. I don't know what he was up to last year, so I can't say. I'm just familiar with the actor because of, like I said, Family Matters. I'm glad to see there's so many Jeff Kober fans here in the chat. I love to see that because Cyrus Renaud was amazing, is amazing, continues to be amazing, and I really, really look forward to his return, especially, you know, because the stuff with Jeannie Francis was so good, and the stuff with Michael Lee Knight is just as good. The three of them together were just so stellar in the Mama's Room. Oh, was that last year too? Oh my gosh! See, that was so good. Oh man, I hope that was last year. See, I don't have a calendar. I podcast every week about General Hospital, but I have no idea when something happened. So I could just tell you, I'm kind of leaning Jeff Kober for this category, you guys. I really am. Consistency is amazing. I love Valentine. I really enjoy what James Patrick Stewart brings to the show, but I think Jeff Kober was really the one that knocked it right out of the park. His name is Devon, and his character helped a friend have a baby. Oh, well, that's sweet. Cyrus was a great villain, and Cyrus continues, I hope, to be an amazing villain. Hello, Senior Queen 08. I haven't seen your handle on here before, so thank you very much for the contribution. I'm very, very, very much looking forward to Cyrus coming back, especially with this religious kick that they seem to have been hinting on before with his most recent conversation with Laura, where she just laughed in his face. Ugh. Bring it back immediately. Once Victor's done, I guess. Where is Victor? Victor ran off to go do something. Got to go cover my tracks somewhere. Outstanding younger performer in a drama series. Now, here's the fun one, you guys. Let the chat war begin. All right, because not only do we have Nicholas Chavez as Spencer Cassidy nominated, but we also have William Lipton as Cameron Weber nominated, on top of Sydney Michaela as Trina Robinson. So we got Sprina nominated this year along with Cameron. Super cool, super fun, super amazing. Who gets it? Who gets F? Victor ran off to go help his girlfriend, Jennifer Smith. Thank you, everybody. Jeff was good as Cyrus as he made us. Ethel agreed. Then the stuff with Bailey. Oh. I want Sydney to win. All right, here we go. Cyrus and Laura. Okay. Cyrus and Laura when he was a desperate little boy, says Ma. Sydney. Okay, here we go, guys. You're telling me right now. We got a lot of Sydney Michaela love right there in the chat when it comes to a younger actor. Now, I want to know, give me the moments. Because I want to know, because there's so much Sprina out there. And it's hard for me to kind of like figure out when things like, so Esme came in on like New Year's, right? So everything pre-Esme was 2021. I don't remember. Oh gosh. See, it's just it seems to be down to one half of Sprina or the other half of Sprina. It doesn't seem as though poor Mr. Lipton is getting a whole lot of attention and love in the category, but that's to be understanded. That's to be understandable because what did he have last year? Was Franco dying last year? You know, like seeing the body in the morgue and all of that. Like that was some good stuff. Mm. Sandy misses Sydney. That's understandable. That's understandable. I really think Tabiana Ali is doing as good of a job as anybody can when it comes to taking over the role, but I can understand missing the originator so much. Chavez, Sydney, they should have not combined those categories. So yeah, so that's Ethel. That's an interesting observation there. The fact that that both genders, actor and actress, are for younger performer are combined into one puts us in this really weird pocket where like, Sprina should both kind of win just based on just how good it was, both of them. You know, to have to pick one or the other kind of sucks. It really does. And then to throw the random third in there, you know, I mean, Lipton's probably going, yeah, cool, I'm nominated, but what a bad year to actually have submitted a reel. Nobody's even talking about me. So I think it would be better if they had like younger male and younger female performers. I mean, maybe I'm just being biased because I want Sprina to both win. All right, I got some support there in the chat. It should be separated. Yeah, it's a little weird because then you have, like I said, you have situations like this where you have an amazing duo who both are deserving attention and accolade, and only one of them are going to be able to walk away with the Emmy, if either one of them at all. And it's a bummer. It's a bummer. The scene she found her dad was alive. See, I thought that's what happened in 2021, but Twitter said that I was wrong and that happened in 2020. So if Sydney Michaela did perform those scenes in 2021, we're learning Taggart was alive and then crying all over her shirt at Kelly's over it. 100%, 1,000%. That is the moment that I remember clear as day in my brain when it comes to some of the stuff that Sydney Michaela was able to bring to us on General Hospital. So that's who I would have my vote right there. Outstanding younger actors and actress should have been on there. Yeah, Jacarius, you're right. Any of those GH ones would be fantastic. Yeah. I mean, the younger crowd really is bringing it on GH, and we have been talking about that on the podcast for a number of years now. We've been talking about William Lipton on the podcast for pretty much its entire run because we've enjoyed him. We've enjoyed what he's done with Cameron. We enjoy the singing. We enjoy the songs. We enjoy all that kind of stuff. And we've been supporting, the Cameron and Joss thing. We've been watching them grow up together. Now they're in this scandal, and yeah, 100%. GH for the win in any category. William Lipton might beat Chavez because his scenes with Franco's dead body. Yeah. So yeah, I did think that was 2021. I wasn't wrong. Look at that. But Chavez has had more consistency stuff. It's down to Nicholas or Sydney. There's a lot of debate in there. Francis' death and the Jason. Oh, Franco's death and the Jason rage for William Lipton. His stuff with the gun was good. I really wish that there was a little more to that story. I think that there was a lot more to tell in that. But they kind of were just like, no, he didn't do it. Moving on. Which would have only bolstered his play for the Emmy this year. So hey, whatever. Lipton for the music. He does really bring it for the music. I do enjoy the little songs that William Lipton brings to the show. And he said, I think he said at the convention that North Star that he sang for Oscar was Frank Valentini asked him, I believe, was like, hey man, you got any songs? Because we want you to do one. So it was them kind of pushing him to do that. When Lipton shaved his head, okay, yeah. I agree. NGH is a win, says Ma. Absolutely, mama. William Lipton for the music, yeah. Lipton shaved his head. Yeah, see, that was a good one, too. Like the solidarity with Franco, and then Franco got shot and died. Oh, man. Lipton scenes with Xander plays into history, especially with Lucky being gone. See, there we go. William Lipton did have a number of things to consider and think about this year. It's just once Spencer showed up, everybody kind of put all of their focus on that, and memories began to fade of some of the good things that Cameron was bringing. Outstanding guest performance. We already talked about that with Robert Gossett. Is that all? Did we talk about it all already? I feel so bummed, Like, dang. Writing. Hey, GH, go team writing. uh, who should win for best younger actor? Oh my gosh. I might have to go Nicholas Chavez. I might. I don't know. I don't know. That screaming fight with Jake and Cam. See, I don't know. I don't know. It's so hard. I'm glad that I don't have to pick, and I'm glad that it's a voting thing that the Academy does, and just majority wins. So I don't know, and it's tough because I'm only comparing the GH actors together, so I don't know what anybody else brought on the other stuff. So I mean, there could be a clear winner, head and shoulders above all of these other people that I just can't consider. So, so bummer. Screaming Fight with Jake and Cam. Yeah. Well, folks, that was the Emmys. And that was pretty much the week of GH. We covered a lot of it on Wednesday. I don't know. Is there more debate to be had? See, we're still talking about it. See, Young and the Restless. Faith had a good one. GH was another tech stuff. See, when it comes to the tech stuff, when it comes to lighting, makeup, writing, all of that, all of the shows are nominated. So of course I'm going to say I want GH to win. So, and since I haven't watched the other ones, it's hard for me to compare. So I can't say that GH deserves Best Direction over Young and the Restless because I haven't watched Young and the Restless. I can say that I want GH to win because I want GH to win a bunch of Emmys so it stays on the air. So yeah, Best Actress. Oh, we didn't talk about Best Actress. How did I skip that? So it's Nina Carly, right? Nina Carly, right? Let's see. Outstanding Daytime, Culinary, Game Show, Courtroom Program, Lifestyle, Adventure, Nature, How To, Pop Culture Program, Talk Show, News Series, Daytime Special, Daytime Pro. Outstanding Performance in a Daytime Drama, Actress. Yes. Nina Reeves, Carly Corinto, Cynthia Watros, Laura Wright. Oh my God. 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 Laura Wright, huh? Please not Nina. Oh no, please not Nina. Oh, Cynthia Watros. Oh, she brought it though. Cynthia Watros. Laura Wright. See, I don't know, because I feel like I'm in this same pocket when it came to comparing Jeff Kober to James Patrick Stewart. Comparing Cynthia Watros to Laura Wright, because Laura Wright is incredibly consistent and you're going to get a lot of really great moments with her throughout everything that she does. But did she bring the most memorable moments of the year for me last year? And I'm not sure I remember Carly more than I remember Nina from last year. But I'm also a bigger Nina fan than I am Carly, so that has a lot to do with it as well. This is hard. I pick Mara West, says Dara. I wish there was a third person to pick, because picking between the two of them is very, 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 very difficult. The chat again is split. Laura Wright, please not Nina. Laura, Watros, Cynthia. Laura Wright, Cynthia. I pick Mar. Yeah, so actually Laura, her last stuff was Steve, The Wedding. I'm not sure that was great acting for me though, because I hated it. But then that was just me though. Maybe I just rejected it. Maybe I just didn't like it. But there wasn't really... When it came to Carly and Jason finally accepting the fact that they love each other, I don't think enough was there for them to really sell that. I feel like we were told that's what was happening, but we never really saw that's what was happening. And I don't know if I can blame the direction, the writing, or the acting for that. I'm really not sure. Because everything kind of has to line up and be good for it to be good. But also at the same time, as an actor, you got a duty to kind of take something that might not be so good and spit shine it until it is good. So, God, this is hard. I really enjoyed Nixon Falls. Like I said, we were talking about how Maurice Bernard was not nominated for Best Actor this year, which surprised me. So I don't know still. My gut says Cynthia Watros. I'm just going to have to say it. I'm going to have to say Team Watros. I'm going to have to. Nina's conflict in Nixon Falls. Really good. Laura Wright when Sonny died. See, but then you know what I remember the most about like Sonny dying and coming back was Christina. So I'm a Laura Wright and Maura fan. So, I mean, everybody has their tastes and preference. I don't see what Cynthia brought. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Cynthia for being absolutely revolting as a character, but still making me like her as an actress. Hey, see, there you go. I mean, it's got to take some sort of skill and talent to be able to split the audience like Cynthia Watros has. She doesn't do this on accident. She isn't equal parts sour and sugar without trying. You know, there's definite elements of Nina that is very hard to get behind, and there's definite elements of Nina that you want to support and see do well. I mean, this week it's harder to support Nina. Just this week, though, last week I was feeling completely different about the situation. I felt like Carly was always in the wrong. So it does take some finesse to be able to do that. And it does take some finesse to be able to put yourself into this situation and create these moments with these characters and with these other actors to make it so people talk about whether or not they like it, not whether or not the show is wasting their time. Because the show, there's a lot of criticism from the fan base over wasted time, wasted potential. Why is this person having a conversation here when they should be having a conversation there? Why are they so split? How come they're involved in it? There's so much. Why is this happening? And then in this story, it's I don't like that this is happening, not why is this happening. And I hope that you guys are really able to understand the difference between those two questions without me trying to dig down too deeply into my nerdy mindset when it comes to analyzing a television program. But the question of I don't like this is happening versus why is this happening is very, very, very important, especially when it comes to a soap. T. Cherie still talking about the kids, but hey, you know, people got opinions. People know what they like. You think Sidney, William, and Eden are boring in comparison? He stands out. No, that is an interesting way to see statements there, because you know you can highlight the talents of one person without necessarily saying that the other people are bad. You know, I've been trying very, very hard to respect everybody that's been nominated in these categories this year, and it's it's important to be able to recognize talent. And who just brought it the most? Who gave you the feels more than everybody else this year? Shakarius didn't see what Cynthia brought. Hey, it is what it is. Nina finding out Nell's her daughter, feeling betrayed by Jax, threatened by Peter in Nixon Falls. I mean, there was many, many, many layers to Nina last year, Stephanie points out. So Ethel's never been a Carly fan, so obvious. I guess her vote's obvious this year. Cynthia's a great actress, even loved her on Lost. She was fun on Lost, and she really loved Hurley. She then got shot in the belly and died because of Michael. Spoiler alert. Then how come he's only playing a supporting character to Trina? I'm going to say that Sunny's death, Charlie wedding, Sunny coming back, Jason's death, so that's Carly stuff. If you fast forward to the Nixon Falls storyline, you missed a lot of reasons why Sunny and Nina are in love and why he didn't want his family to find him. Yeah, that's exactly right, Susan. A lot of people skipped a lot of that Nixon Falls stuff, and they really don't understand what the foundation is for this particular part of the story. And if I did not pay attention to Nixon Falls so much, this dance sequence where he was getting all up on Nina's buttocks at the Savoy while his whole family was at the hospital trying to figure out if Harmony was going to die, landed in me differently because I understand what Nina and Mike have gone through. Look at that. Nina and Sunny have gone through. I understand why he made that choice, and it really anchored to me in that moment that his final decision is Nina. He's going to follow his heart toward Nina and has completely left the family that he had before. And this is because he is no longer Sonny Corinthos. And you wouldn't really know that this isn't Sonny Corinthos if you really didn't pay full close attention to what was happening in Nixon Falls. Liam's death and taking over the family. See, a lot of support there for Carly. Nina is going to love having a daughter, but hate who it is, says Mama. That's true. That's true. That's true. All right. Bum, bum, bum. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Sonny didn't remember who he was, though. Yeah, Sonny didn't remember who he was. That's true. That's true. But that's not his fault. That's not his fault. So somebody could have come up to him and said, hey, You are actually a mobster. You run a criminal empire in upstate New York in a city called Port Charles. You murder people. You sell drugs. You don't sell drugs, excuse me. You sell art. You own businesses. You racketeer. You threaten people. You throw people in trunks. You shoot people in the chest. You cheat on your wife several occasions. You have 4 children from 3 different mothers. Mike would not have wanted to go back to that. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say beyond that. Like, I don't think he would have wanted to go back. So, I don't know. Rough. Ms. Wu's going to take all of Sonny's territory. Yep, and he's not going to realize it. Nina is in love with a person who doesn't exist. That's not true. She's in love with Smike. Matt, who is in that sweet pic behind you? That's my granny. That's my wonderful granny. My mommy's mom right there. It's my grandma. She's always there on my wall underneath my plug, watching over me and making sure that all goes well. Sonny will cheat on Nina with Ms. Wu. I don't think Sonny's going to be cheating on Nina anytime soon. Is it like being in love with a fairy? It's like being in love with a fairy or a ghost. Hang them in meat lockers. Hang who in meat lockers? Sonny and Nina? Hang them in the meat lockers. Hang them in the meat lockers. Oh, it's so sweet. Yeah, it's my mommy's mom. Granny. Here, I'll show it. Well, happy Mother's Day to Granny. Yeah. Nina wants my kind of Sonny. Yeah. So happy Mother's Day to Grandma. You know, she was always there for me. Biggest supporter in my life. My mom, wonderful supporter. Granny, 10 times the supporter. She always dreamt of walking me down the red carpet at something like the Emmys or the Oscars or something like that. And that was a little fun little fantasy that we played out our whole lives. So that was a lot of fun. So if I ever am invited to an award show, a podcasting award show, an Emmy award show, or anything like that, I will bring my granny with me in picture form for sure, 1000%. So, Cat looks like her. Yeah, kinda. Yeah. There's a bit of a resemblance there. You know, it's that. It's kind of all in there. I look more like my grandfather, I guess, is what they always say. Whatever. All right, let's go through these last bits of chat here. Sonny will cheat on Nina. We talked about that. Smike's not real. Smike is real. Smike is who Sonny is now. Smike is very much real. Sonny's not real. Mike isn't real. Smike is who it is. Cat looks like her. AJ Quartermain. Sonny has a soft side. Did you watch that David E. Kelly Productions logo where David did a graphic of his granny in her rocking chair? No, I didn't. I'm not really familiar with who David E. Kelly is either. So, well, thank you very much, Kelly. Thank you for calling me handsome. I appreciate it. I need a little trim. And then I'll be even more handsome. Granny is celebrating in heaven, says Ma. She's totally is. She's out there playing dominoes with all of the other mamas. That's what she's doing. Hey. Ally McBeal? I don't know what's going on. There's just so much random contributions to the chat. Or you guys are just having your own side conversations and I don't know what's going on. Hey. Tis what it is. Hey, we covered it all, you guys. We covered it all. We covered all the Emmy categories. Watros or Wright, you know, James Patrick Stewart, or other people. I don't even remember who the nominees are anymore. He hung AJ in the meat locker. Okay, so yeah. So what I did is I took my son's dad and I hung him in a meat locker. You know, maybe instead of, you know, do you want to live on as Sonny or die as Mike? You know, maybe he should have just stuck to himself. You know, what is it situation? You can go back, but you can do it better. You can be better. So yeah, you know, Wes Ramsey for the win. Hey, it does take some real talent to be able to be as sinister as Peter August was. David wrote NYPD Blues. Thank you very much, Daisy. I appreciate that. Well, I guess I got some writing people to excuse me. I don't know. I guess there's some TV I need to watch, written by David E. Kelly. Kelly, to close it out, Kelly public cover says, I'm just sad that Steve Burton didn't get a nod. If I was Steve Burton, I would not have sent in a reel this year. I just would not have, based on the controversy of my exit from the show. I just don't want to bring any attention back on to me. Yeah. Sonny's gonna have to I would say Nina and Donna. That's good stuff. He's trying to live it all. All right. All right, Sandy. Please don't mention Wes. He just may appear. Just don't say Wes Ramsey in your mirror 3 times. That's all right. Just Wes Ramsey. I'm here. All right, folks. I'm getting the heck out of here. I've been doing this by myself for an hour and 5 minutes. Covered it all, talked about it all. Had a wonderful time talking to you guys in the chat, so hopefully you had a good time too, and it was fun, engaging, and enjoyable. And you guys want to watch it again and again and again and again and again, so we get 1.1 million views on this video. That would be great. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Twitter at 10th Floor GH. You can also listen to all of our old podcasts on audio form on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all of that kind of stuff. You can do that there. And you can also, of course, see all of these wonderful videos that we put on YouTube as well. So like, subscribe, share, all of that stuff. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there. And if you did spend some time on Mother's Day with me when you've got kids, I appreciate you for giving me your time this week. So that's it. I'm out of here. I'm going to go back down to the first floor, get in my car, like I said, turn on the radio previous episodes of the 10th Floor, and I'm going to go spend some time with my family. I've been Matt, you've been Chat, and Ma was in there too, and that was Kat. And we'll catch you right here next time on the 10th Floor.